Hey, hi everyone, welcome back. So, guys, as part of the today's session, let us see a brief overview on this LangChain and as well as a LangGraph. So, let us reiterate the concept what we have studied as part of a RAG. So, what exactly the RAG is gonna do is initially the LLM was trained with some set of data, and if you want that LLM to work on this additional data, this RAG is gonna use, where in which the data is stored in a vector database. So here we have seen that the data is stored in a vector database, but how the data is being stored into the vector database? The point here is we need to load the data, we need to split the data into the multiple parts, or I can say that we need to chunk the data into parts, and then we need to embed that particular data, and then we need to store the data into a vector database. Instead of we does all these activities manually, the LangChain can perform all these activities for us. So I can say that this LangChain is an open source framework that helps the developers in order to build their applications using this LLM. And on a high level, I can say that this LangChain connects a LLM to the external data sources such as a databases or a documents, so that the LLM can generate the response based on the information whatever it is originally trained, along with the sources whatever we are passing on. Perfectly all right. So the next concept here is a land graph. So what exactly the land graph? Before jumping on to that particular one, let us recollect the previous concept of a AI agents. So in the previous session, we have discussed that LLM does has a multiple tools, and LLM will decide which tool needs to be picked up. Right. In order to achieve this tool registering process programmatically to this LLM, which means that which tool should be called in order to perform a particular activity, this land graph is used. Okay, so this land graph is a graphical based workflow which does has a memory, which is a framework which has a predefined classes and a methods in order to achieve the AI agent development. Okay, perfect. So here for this particular land graph, there are four key components that we have. As we are going to define a workflow, so definitely the workflow does has a components. So the four different components for this particular land graph are nodes, edges, states, and as well as a checkpoint. What is these nodes basically? So anyways, using the workflow, you are going to define in multiple actions. Individual action that you needs to perform would be defined as a node. And the edges means if there are a multiple nodes are there, the transaction between these nodes, we call it as an edges basically. So the direction workflow from what is the starting point, what is the second node, what is the third node, all those things would be controlled with this particular edges. And the next component here is a state basically. So ideally, the data should be transferred between these nodes, which can be handled using the states. So, some kind of a conversation histories and all those things, right? All those things would be handled using this particular state. And the last one is a checkpointer. So this checkpointer, which is used to save the workflow state. So consider that there are 20 states that we have, among which 5 was achieved. At that, you have a checkpointer, which will be saving that particular workflow till those actions, whatever it was performed. Okay. Perfectly all right. So I can say that on a high level, this land graph allows us to define a AI agents and its tools as a nodes in a graphical representation, and controls how they interact with individual nodes using the various conditions. Then, what is the benefit of using this land graph? It is easy to understand, and it does has an automatic state handling, and it does has a built-in checkpointer, and it can coordinate with multiple agents. And in order to achieve this particular land graph, okay, so I can say that we do have a multiple alternatives for this particular land graph. We can say as a crew AI, autogen, and as well as a custom build. On a final note, we can say that LangGraph is a best graphical based representation of a workflows which does has a memory. Okay, perfect. See you in the next session. Thank you.